Yo, what's going on, fellas? Welcome into the Friday episode here of Winning Bets. I'm, of course, Jason Mattis, giving you guys those free bets every single day. And this is the daily show where we get to hang out, talk some sports betting, have some fun. And it's always fun on the Friday episode, right? You get to set up money-making weekend. You've got baseball, soccer, NASCAR, NFL, of course. And I know a lot of you guys out there like to indulge in that college football as well. So hopefully you guys have a good time with your sports. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend as well. Man, we're going to go to a corn maze on Saturday. I cannot absolutely wait to get to this corn maze. Something I've been doing for years and years. It seems like every season. This one's got one of the straw playgrounds, corn maze, pumpkin patch, ride the tractor. It's just going to be one hell of a day on Saturday. Then on Sunday, it's all about the NFL. Love to see it. So again, guys, hopefully you guys are able to enjoy your weekend. Big show on tap today. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. How do we kick off every show here on Winning Bets? We like to do the recap, of course, so let's go ahead and do it. There it is right there, guys. How about a nice winning day at plus 0.43 units? Damn, hit that like button if you were part of yesterday's cashes. If you cashed any of those winners with me, maybe you didn't cash them all. Maybe you only cashed a couple of them. Hit that like button and let me know. We did start off our day with the loser. We lost on the hook in a tennis match. We took the over in the games, and there was 9 games instead of we needed 10. So started off with the loser. What about Mike Gesicki there on Thursday Night Football? That one hurt, fellas. That one hurt. He catch that one pass for 21 yards instantly put us on the hook there in the first quarter. And then when Tua goes down and Bridgewater comes in, he sees an additional 3 more targets, catches one of those targets for a 2-yard pass, ends the game with 23. I was curious this morning. More curious when I woke up this morning, obviously not happy with losing a bet, but curious if the snap count was in our favor, right? That's what we talked about, and that's what we projected, which was Gesicki to continue being out-snapped by his teammate there, and he was out-snapped. You can see in week 4, Smythe, he had 40 snaps to 28 there for Mike Gesicki. So I like that bet. I don't know if you can make it going forward with Teddy Bridgewater just because he's not as good of a quarterback, and you know what you get with these quarterbacks that aren't as good. They lean on the running backs. They lean on the tight ends. I mean, he got 1 target with Tua, then he gets 3 targets there with Bridgewater. So I'm going to feel like running this back for sure. You guys know how I'm not scared to run back what I believe was a good bet, even though you get a bad result. I do believe that was that scenario of a good bet, bad result. But we just got to be a little bit cautious, though, with Teddy Bridgewater. So, unfortunate game, though, last night with that whole Tua situation. What did you guys make of that? Like, I'm obviously in the same boat with all you guys. How the hell is he even playing in that game? Anybody who watched that Bills game this past weekend saw that the back of his head hit the turf. Back of your head hits the turf in the NFL. That's a concussion. I mean, that's just what happens. And how he passes the protocol and gets right back out there 4 days long. I don't know. That Miami Dolphins organization, they're in a little bit of a pickle now. They're going to have to really hope that he did pass the concussion protocol and he didn't, because if they did a cover-up and he gets hurt 4 days later, I mean, you see the way his fingers were? It was just a terrible, terrible situation. So hopefully Tua is going to be all right. I know the whole world was on Bengals minus 3.5 last night. I didn't see anybody on the Dolphins last night. The whole damn world was on the Bengals, and it looks like you guys, if anybody did that bet, got a good cash as they won by, was it 12 points? 20? Yeah, it was 27-15 if I recall correctly. So, unfortunate we couldn't get a win, but where did we make our money? Like we've been doing for the past 5 or so months. It's MLB, baby, and we do really stinking well with the MLB. Ranger Suarez over 17.5 outs, went 6 strong to give us a good plus money cash. John Hesley there, the Kansas City Royals, under 4.5 Ks. Boy, that one should have been a multi-unit bet. Just watching the Tigers not strike out and just being like, man, I should have put more units on it. Love the research. It was juicy at minus 145, but maybe should have gone back in with another unit on that one. But either way, not mad, right? You get a cash. I'm not bad, but thinking maybe we could have gotten a little bit more out of that one. Royals Tigers F5 over 3.5. You better be congratulating those or thanking those Tigers this morning, because it was 5-0 at the end of the 5th inning. It was all because of the Tigers and Javi Baez with a nice 2-run home run there, walk-off shot, because it's a 5th inning bet. And that was in the 5th inning. So that's a nice walk-off shot there by Javi Baez, but getting us a cash. Love to see that one. Twins on the F5 money line. We had a push. Ended 2-2 at the end of 5 innings. So we did not get a cash there, but we also didn't lose any money. Come back in the nightcap, though, because that was all the afternoon baseball. Rangers F5 team total. Good cash right there. I don't know what it was. I know it was 4 runs through 3. I kind of stopped paying attention. The game finished 10-9. That was an easy cash right there. And Guardians had some opportunities, most notably in the second inning. Had runner on first and second, no outs. Just couldn't quite get the timely hit. That happens. But you know what? Turned profit on the day at plus 0.43 units. And now up on the week at plus 2.84 units on the week. Love to see it right there. Guys, hit that cash button again. And as you guys can see right now, we're going into Saturday with $34.89 of arbitrage money. And again, if you don't know what an arbitrage bet is, that's when you take a wager and bet both sides to guarantee yourself a profit. How are we able to do that? Because of all the profit boosts that the sports books give out, most notably DraftKings and their DraftKings that they give out. What I was going to say is we have $34 going into Saturday. They give out so many college football boosts. We've been making on average about $60 every Saturday, which funds our free rolls on Sunday for the NFL. We're going to have a nice little Sunday. We're going to have damn near $100 to go ahead and play with this weekend. I can't wait to see if we can't turn that into some big winning. So, guys, don't turn down those boosts. If you don't want to use those boosts like me because you don't bet college football like myself, don't turn down free money. Bet both sides, put some free money in your pocket, and see if you can grow that free money. But that's the recap on today's show. Let's jump on to that comment section, see what you guys got going on, and then let's move on into the bets. We got no comments. All right, cool. I'm good with keep moving on. Everybody always says, man, just give me the goddamn bets, dog. That's all I want. Just give me the bets. I got you, dog. NASCAR bets. You guys been following me long enough. You guys know when I don't bet NASCAR. When they're at super speedways. Well, they're at a super speedway this weekend. They're at the Talladega at the Yellowwood 500. Speaking of which, after this, maybe I grab some breakfast, but relatively speaking, after this, I'm going to go film the Highline podcast and actually preview that Yellowwood 500 and give you my picks for that NBC Sports Predictor app. So you can look for that to come out shortly after this show. But getting back to NASCAR bets, I don't do super speedways. The big unknown, plus what's been going on lately with the tire issues, power steering issues with the Toyota camp. To me, it's just a big stay away. So we don't need to waste our money on. We like to put our money in good. We have to put our money in good betting spots. I think if you bet a super speedway, that's just not a good betting spot. So we'll go ahead and lay off that one. Let's go ahead and remind everybody what our soccer bets were that we gave out on yesterday's show. We're not going to talk about these because A, we talked about it on yesterday, and B, in this video description, you can go ahead and find a link that'll jump you over to a video that I have where I previewed every single Premier League game this weekend. So if you want my analysis on these 4 bets, you can go ahead and watch that. I'm going to go ahead and explain these, though. That first bet is West Ham Wolves. Trying to use, at least on this daily show, some of the same kind of lingo, so to speak, that I use on Twitter just to kind of connect the dots and help people out. So these are like the hashtags you would use on Twitter. This stands for West Ham Wolves under 2.5 goals. Arsenal Tottenham over 2.5 goals and both teams to score. Fulham and Newcastle, Bournemouth and Brentford. I'm predicting both teams to score in both of those 2 fixtures at a parlay at plus 207. And then Leeds team total over 1.5 goals at plus 114. I do want to add a bet. I wasn't high on Serie A this weekend. Looked at the fixtures and couldn't find us a good betting spot. But I've got one in Bundesliga. I put together a nice little 3-legged parlay in the Bundesliga. The one match is today, Bayern versus Leverkusen, and the other 2 are Saturday, I recall. You got Leipzig taking on Bochum. They're a damn near worst team in Bundesliga. They should certainly get 2 goals at home. I just can't imagine Leipzig not getting 2 goals at home against the worst team in Bundesliga. Then Bayern Munich taking on Leverkusen. That's this afternoon. Like over 2.5 goals. We like Bayern obviously scoring. Bayern at home. Then you add in the fact that they've just been conceding goals. They're not even in first place right now in the Bundesliga. They're off their form a little bit in Bundesliga, but they're scoring and they're conceding. So like over 2.5. And then for Cologne and Dortmund, boy, when this fixture is at Cologne, both teams to score happens. I mean, they always find the back of the net against Dortmund at home. So love that. So we'll go ahead and roll with a nice 3-legged parlay in the Bundesliga this weekend at plus 141. And again, that kicks off this afternoon if you're interested in tailing that bet. Let's just keep the good times rolling, fellas. All right, let's go ahead now and jump into the NFL. Let's talk some NFL, and then we'll got baseball tonight. NFL slate is going to go ahead and do tonight. Look, I always give you guys my best money line parlay of the weekend. This week's best money line parlay of the weekend is Lions and Eagles. Lions, they're going ahead and gets the Seahawks at home. I actually love this spot. I think the Lions will jump all over them. I expect the Giants to win, or Giants. I expect the Lions to win by double digits. I'm not scared of anything the Seahawks have, and comparing that to what the Lions are doing and the growth that they're having under Dan Campbell. So love the Lions, and I know the Eagles are taking on the Jaguars, and people will say the Jaguars are good, but you go look up the stats. The Eagles rank at the top of the league in damn near every stat. This is one of the best teams in all the NFL. You're getting the Eagles at home. I think this is the no-brainer money line parlay of the weekend, Lions, Eagles. Raiders money line, love this spot right here. Absolutely love this spot right here. Minus 134. It's actually minus 134. It's a typo. So love that one right there. Buffalo Ravens under 51 points at minus 107 over at PointsBet. Look, we're going to get rain in our favor, right? Got the hurricane coming up the East Coast. This one's going to be raining throughout the entire game. That should help us here in this low scoring. I'd imagine this total is going to fall once people start placing bets. They see the weather. You're getting bad weather for this game. You're going to want to slow this one down. I just see it falling under. So, and remember, we're 5-0 in Bills games. Let's see if we can keep the streak going and be 6-0 in Bills games. And then I also like the under there in Washington, Dallas. We've talked about yesterday when I previewed 6 games in the NFL. There's been 18 divisional games this NFL season. 15 of those 18 games have gone under. Yeah, 15 of the 18 games have gone under. This one falls right in that category. Two generally average quarterbacks, not going to run it up. Two good defenses in the Cowboys and the Commanders. I see this one falling under, and I see it just being another good low-scoring divisional matchup. It's going to be a race to 20 points, and I think only one of those teams will be able to get to 20, and it'll be right at 20. Nice low-scoring game there in Dallas. And then I got 3 against the spreads this weekend. Steelers taking on the Jets. Zach Wilson's coming back. I could really care less. Boy, go look at the stats from last season. He was ranking on the bottom of damn near everything. We don't know if he grew in the offseason. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't grow for our sake of our bet. But it's a little bit of an unknown. You're kind of maybe taking a little bit of a risk. But getting the Steelers at home against a terrible Jets team, I think they can cover the 3 points. I also like Titans plus 3.5 against the Colts. Look, we talked about here last week how it was kind of a good storm for the Colts to win that game. Didn't think they could realistically pull it off, but you could paint a very easy picture of them winning last week. Now you're going in the division here against the Titans. I think the Titans are the better team. Look, the Titans, lost week 1 on a game-winning field goal against the Giants, got blown out by the Bills, everybody does, and then squeaked past the Raiders. I just think they've looked better in their 3 performances than what the Colts have looked in their 3 performances. I mean, they went 1 game down Jacksonville and didn't even score a point. I mean, come on now. I like the Titans in this spot. Wouldn't be surprised if they're able to win the game outright, but I don't see them losing by more than a field goal. And then Packers minus 9. Starting quarterback for the Packers is out. They're going to turn to Brian Hoyer. This game's at Lambeau. Patriots are already an absolute mess. I just can't see them hanging with Aaron Rodgers-led offense. So give me Packers minus 9 over at PointsBet, and that'll be the NFL bets this weekend. All right, let's go ahead and jump into baseball. We got 4 bets. We got an exciting show here for baseball. We got 4 bets. We got rapid fire, and then DraftKings is giving away a 100% profit boost. After we do rapid fire, let's go spend some of that arbitrage money and make a bet and use that $100 or 100% profit boost, and we'll do it right here. And we can kind of build it together based off of rapid fire. But before we get to rapid fire, we got to, of course, go ahead and give out our MLB bets. So let's throw those suckers up on the screen. We got Yankees and Orioles on that F5 over 4 at minus 115 over at MGM. Boy, you want to talk about 2 offenses right now that are doing really good right now versus right-handers. And the better of the 2 offenses in the Orioles, they're hitting 294, slugging 529 with an 876 OPS. Yankees are a little bit behind them at 265, 427, and 777. So love that right there. And, because it's Yankees and Orioles, you're generally speaking going to get pitcher familiarity. You don't really get that in a Domingo Germán, but we get the better of the offense, better of the 2 offenses versus right-handed pitching. Boy, you do get hitter familiarity, though, when you start talking about trying to pull up the right tab here. I'm talking about Jordan Lyles. Jordan Lyles going up against the Yankees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be the 6th time seeing the Yankees this season. He's had a mix of good outings and bad outings. 5.1, 1 run. 4.2, 6. He went 7 and only gave up 3, went 6.2 and gave up 4. Most notably, his most recent outing, he went 5 innings and gave up 3 runs. 2 good offenses right now versus right-handers. We get some pitcher familiarity there with Jordan Lyles. I love this bet, so we'll go ahead and roll with that one. We'll also go ahead and do that Phillies F5 team total over 2.5 at even money over at DraftKings. Phillies are doing good right now versus right-handers, hitting 271 with a 408 slugging and OPS of 742, keeping their strikeout percentage down. Nice. I love that. When the strikeout percentage is at 20%, we may not be getting a hit every time, but at least we're hitting the damn ball, and that gives us an opportunity to get hits and score runs. Also, we have Eric Fetty on the mound, and boy, did we have some hitter familiarity. You go look up these averages for Phillies hitters against Eric Fetty. They all smashed this poor guy. His most recent outing against Phillies was 20 days ago on September 10th. 3.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks. I don't see why he can't, I don't see why the Phillies can't do that again, because they know this guy. A lot of their players have great averages against him, and they're doing really good right now versus hitting right-handed pitching. So love that bet right there. We'll also want to do the Rangers and Angels F5 over 4.5 at plus 107. Rangers going up against a left-hander, so I feel like we don't really need to talk about that because that was one of our cashes yesterday. Rangers going up against a left-hander, so we know how well they're doing up against left-handed pitching. And then so let's look at the Angels going up against right-handers. They're hitting 291, slugging 455 with a 787 OPS. Strikeout percentage below 26% at 24.5%. We don't get any pitcher familiarity with the Angels taking on Glenn Ott, but we do get familiarity with the Rangers taking on Reed Detmers. They've seen him 4 times already this season, so this will be their 5th time seeing him, and they're hot right now versus left-handed pitching. Earlier this season, they went 3.1 innings pitched, 5 runs, 3.2 innings pitched, 3 runs, 6 innings, 5 runs, and then 7 innings pitched, 1 run. So, yeah, Rangers hot versus left-handers. Angels hot right now versus right-handers. We get our pitcher familiarity. So we'll go ahead and roll with the F5 over 4.5. Then the last one, Brady Singer under 4.5 Ks. He's a member of the Kansas City Royals. My apology for leaving that off on the screenshot. He's a member of the Kansas City Royals. He's taking on the Guardians. You guys ever heard us put it in a bet where we take the opposing pitcher and fade them on strikeouts against the Guardians? Oh, yeah, you got to do that right there. I can hit you guys with the stats, but damn, you guys already know it. Let's actually get a fresh count. They're striking out still at 15.2%. Couldn't quite remember the exact number. 15.2%. They're not doing a great job. They're not like smashing right-handed pitching, but they just get productive outs in terms of not striking out. You strike out, that's not a productive out. A good out is, moving a runner over to second base, third base, etc., what have you. They just don't strike out. So I got no problem doing Brady Singer under 4.5. Don't go look up at his game log, or if you do look up his game log, don't come at me and say, dude, he goes over 4.5 a fair amount. I'm well aware he goes over 4.5, not when he goes up against this Guardians team that doesn't strike out. Give me the under 4.5 Ks at minus 120. All right, let's do rapid fire. Then let's build ourselves a little parlay using DraftKings 100% profit boost. Let's do it, boys. Let's have some damn fun on here. Let's do it. All right, first let's do rapid fire. Let me jump on in here. Do I like the Rockies to date? Well, you're about to get your answer right here. My man. Man, hopefully I can get over this cold. Hopefully by the time... Oh, there you guys go. This is a new one. Get a 100% profit boost today in college football on DraftKings. Guys, let's start building. Let's start building your arbitrage money, guys. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun. They give out so many college football boosts. It's free money. I mean, and you guys may work them into a play, right? Like if I was a baseball, unfortunately, I'd already made all my baseball bets. That's why I didn't use the 100% profit boost. I'm not gonna let baseball bets, be arbitrage. I think I can actually do a damn good job betting baseball, and I believe I do. I want to use those. These college ones, though, boy, man, don't let them go to waste. All right, let's jump in here, and then we're gonna build a parlay. We're gonna absolutely build a parlay. All right, Phillies and Nationals over under of 8.5. Phillies minus 120. Nationals at plus 180. I like the Phillies today. Obviously, expecting them to do damage up against Fetty. I also like 8.5. I also like the 8.5. Yep. So just a lot of familiarity, obviously, with these bullpens. Boy, the Phillies, man, they are struggling. Going to Chicago, get swept. They're only a half game. This is also, I like that Phillies F5 team total. They're only a half game up in the wild card spot. Damn, they've got to start getting some wins. Those Brewers are about damn near going to catch them. They got to come out. What a better opportunity to come out against an opponent, division rival, Fetty, This is a sweet spot here for the Phillies. I really like them today. Reds and Cubs with an over-under of 7. Reds plus 135. Cubs minus 155. Sampson and Ashcraft. I'm taking the under. In terms of a winner, let me get one quick second here of what I want to look at. Yeah, definitely going under. Boy, two teams just full-on struggling. The under, to me, is by far the easy play. Pick a winner. I'll go Cubs just because the Reds' bullpen is significantly worse, but the under looks really good in that one. Yankees Orioles over-under of 7.5. Orioles plus 150. Yankees minus 175. I'm actually going Orioles at plus 150. I mean, I'm obviously expecting runs. Of the two plays I like more, obviously like over 7.5, way more. But it just feels like a good spot here for the Orioles. Going up against Domingo Germán. Jordan Lyles on the mound. Go ahead and give me the Orioles at plus 150. Phillies and Nationals over-under of 8.5. We got no starter for the Nationals. We got Noah Syndergaard going for the Phillies. Little hard here to kind of, little tough here to kind of make a prediction on that one. Phillies got to get it done. I mean, they just got to get it done. This is crunch time for the Phillies. Absolute crunch time. Here we go. Red Sox, Blue Jays, over-under of 8. Red Sox plus 160. Blue Jays minus 190. Pivetta on the mound against Manoah. Obviously, Manoah is by far the better pitcher over Nick Pivetta. I think this one will go over as well, though. The Red Sox are doing good versus right-handers. They can certainly get to Manoah. They know him. So give me over 8. Yeah, if you're going to take a winner, though, you got to take the Blue Jays with Pivetta on the mound. They've crushed him, so like that. Royals, Guardians, over-under of 7. Royals plus 115. Guardians minus 135. This one's going to be an under. This one's definitely going to be an unders game. In terms of a winner, you guys know I like the Guardians. Guardians got the win again yesterday. You guys just know I like the Guardians a lot. That bullpen, woof. It's just elite. That bullpen is absolutely elite. So, yeah, give me the under and also give me the Guardians at minus 135. Twins and Tigers, over-under of 7. Twins minus 155. Tigers plus 135. Joe Ryan against Alexander. I'll go over. I mean, the Tigers actually showed up yesterday against a right-hander. How about that? Not too surprising. We predicted it, right? That's why we had the F5 bet. They've actually been hitting right-handers pretty good. Twins do pretty damn decent against left-handers. I'm going over 7. In terms of a winner, this just gets tough when you predicting winners and losers of teams that just have no motivation. But I do like the over. Tigers bullpen struggles. Again, they're good versus right-handers. Twins are decent versus left-handers. I like the over a fair amount. If I'm picking a winner, I'll take the Twins, I guess. Here come the next two plays. Everybody wants to do a NRFI parlay. Anybody do a NRFI parlay of Mets and Braves and Marlins and Brewers? You get 4 aces on the mound, and DeGrom, Fried, Alcantara, and Burns. That's your NRFI parlay. One of these is minus 205. I think the other one I saw was like minus 185. Crazy stuff right there. Jacob DeGrom was actually really bad in his last start against the Athletics. We're seeing an over-under of 6.5 against the Braves. Mets minus 135. Braves plus 115. You know what? The Mets are actually, if I recall, weren't they? Yeah, they're smoking left-handed pitching. They were smoking left-handed pitching the other night. We put in that bet against Luzardo, and it didn't come through for us. I'm on the under. I mean, that's not what I'm debating. I'm on the under. I'm debating a winner. I'm going Braves. Braves at plus 115. Braves at plus 115. Marlins and Brewers, over-under of 6. Crazy numbers right here. Yeah, take the under. In terms of a winner, let's get another look here of this. Man, these stats, I knew they were bang on. I knew they were somewhere close. Yeah, they are bang on in the offensive stats right now versus right-handers. I mean, bang on. Both of them in the top 10. One's 10, one's 8. I like the under. I'm picking the Marlins. What the hell? Give me Alcantara. Give me the Marlins at plus 155. Rays and Astros, over-under of 6.5. Rays plus 150. Astros minus 175. I like the under as well here. Rasmussen's on a nice little roll. Valdez against those Rays. I like under. And I'm going to take the Astros at minus 175. Pirates and Cardinals, over-under of 7. Pirates plus 175. Cardinals minus 205. I like the over 7. I really like the over 7. Hard not to pick the Cardinals in terms of winning the game when it's against the Pirates, but I just feel a lot more confident, taking the over 7 there. Rangers and Angels, over 8. Rangers plus 180. Angels minus 165. I like the over. In terms of a winner, I'm going to take in the Rangers at plus 140. But I mean, both of them are doing really good right now in hitting. So give me the over by far. White Sox and Padres. Davis Martin versus Yu Darvish, over under of 7.5. White Sox plus 180. Padres minus 210. Padres all day long. Absolutely Padres all day long. They could actually carry this over all by themselves. This guy Davis Martin is just not very good at all. So I'm going to say over. Maybe the White Sox help out. Maybe they don't. The Padres just crush Davis Martin, and then they get in that White Sox bullpen that's just not very good in its own right. Athletics and Mariners, over under of 7. Athletics plus 200. Mariners minus 240. Under 7 for me. Winner, give me the Mariners. Rockies and Dodgers with an over-under of 8. Rockies plus 310. Boy, we know how this scenario works out. If you have the stones to bet every single team at plus 300 or more, you would be rewarded over a long sample size. The problem is people don't have the stones to keep coming back to that bet when they get burned every now and then. It's Clayton Kershaw is against Chad Kuhl. I mean, what are we talking about? Are the Rockies doing anything right now versus left-handers? They have just cooled off. They look like a team that just wants to get to the holiday break. Yeah, those numbers. Yeah, their numbers have cooled off. 241. Yeah, and then the Dodgers have cooled off. They're only hitting 236. They're only slugging 304. Holy hell, slugging 304. Yeah, you gotta take the Rockies. Why not? Take the Rockies. I'm not actually betting it. Take the Rockies. As far as an over-under, give me the under. 2 struggling offenses. Guy like Chad Kuhl, he can get it done. Give me under 8. And the last one, Diamondbacks Giants. I like over 7 in this one. Lots of pitcher familiarity. Kelly's on a nice little roll, but everybody knows everybody on this one, obviously with divisional matchups. Diamondbacks plus 110, Giants minus 130. I will take the over, but I'll also take Diamondbacks at plus 110. Diamondbacks at plus 110. Let's go ahead and log in here and let's build a parlay, fellas. Let's build a parlay. Let's do it. All right. Let's get 3 to 4-ish legs. 3 to 4-ish legs. Let's do it, fellas. Let me read some of these comments. You like Atlanta today? Yeah, I said Atlanta in the rapid fire. Yeah. That's a funny comment right there. You got the Yankees? Yeah, I mean, I like the over way more. Philly always kills me. No, he did. Put some goddamn respect on Ranger Suarez's name, man. Came through with a good plus money cash yesterday. Don't say the Phillies always kill you. Put some damn respect on Ranger Suarez's name. Twins, Guardians, Marlins. I like the Marlins. I like the Guardians. White Sox could win today. Not with Davis Martin on the mound. It ain't happening. No chance. No chance it's happening. All right, guys, let's build a parlay. What do we feel the most confident in those picks? Really like the over 7.5 there in Orioles Yankees, so I'm locking that one in. That's one. Locking that one in. Locked in that one in. Not going to touch these totals of like 6.5 and 6 of Mets, Braves, Marlins, Brewers. Just not going there at all. That's there's about no chance in hell I'm doing that at all. I like this Pirates Phillies. I tell you what, there was a stat I remember giving it out on Payoff Pitch when the Cardinals and Pirates hook up. The Cardinals like always win and just beat the hell out of them. That's crazy. But I don't bet to push on a free roll, which is what this is going to be because we're going to use arbitrage money. So the over under is 7. I'm going to do an alternate line and change that to 7.5. And now it comes in at plus 105. Love it. Rangers, Angels, I'm bumping that one up. It's an over-under of 8. I'm changing that to 8.5. I'm going to do an alt line on that one. We're going 8.5 on that one. And that's at plus money. Love to see that right there. Padres, White Sox. Should I just dump in some money lines now? I'd like the Padres. No way the Padres lose this game. I mean, there's always a way, but not realistically. I mean, yeah, look at the White Sox. White Sox are getting 200, slugging 306, striking out. I'm going Padres. I'm dumping the Padres money line in. I'll dump in a money line in here. Padres on the money line. And then the other games I don't think I really want to mess with. So this is 2-1. Get this boosted to 20-1 now. Use that 100% profit boost. And we got $34.89 of arbitrage money. Let's spend $14.89. We're gonna use this college boost here and make it. So this is to win $322, fellas. I'll give you the picks one more time. We got Orioles Yankees over 7.5. Pirates Cardinals over 7.5. Rangers Angels over 8.5. Padres money line 20-1. Call it to win $322. Wow, that'd be really stinking nice. Let's get it. And this is a free roll. You won't see this on any recap if it loses. You guys know what that means. It's a free roll. You guys been hanging around here long enough. Screenshot it so I can tweet it later. Let's get back in this comment section. I think that's it for the show today, fellas. It's mainly what I wanted to do today. Let's see. Judge going to get his hit today. Oh, to break Roger Maris with Jordan Lyles on the mound. Short porch at New York. He knows Jordan Lyles. It's not a bad bet. If you'd like to bet home run props, he knows Jordan Lyles. And you get this game at Yankee Stadium. So, yeah, certainly not a bad look whatsoever. Definitely not a bad look whatsoever. Any thoughts on college football games? I don't do college football to gent. Sorry, man. I don't even know who's playing. I don't know anything about it. I can get behind that. Go Blue Jays. All right, guys, that's how we're doing it here on Money Making Weekend. Of course, we're going to roll out bets over the course of the weekend. We've got Saturday and Sunday MLB bets to keep cranking out. Maybe we'll add some soccer to it, but more than likely not. Feel confident with what we have and those bets putting money in our pocket. So likely roll with those, but you never know. And then NFL. I'm going to be digging into player props on Saturday, to be quite honest. This coldness, and you can still hear it in my voice, I am still battling this sickness. I just haven't had time to really dig into the player prop market like I would have wanted to. So I plan on doing that tonight when the kids go down. Saturday, start cranking out some NFL player props. So just make sure you're following me on Twitter. You guys see it down here on the bottom. It's at Winning Bets Pod. It's at Winning Bets Pod. Guys, hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. Thank you guys for hanging out, talking sports, talking some sports betting. God damn, I can't wait to cash these bets with you guys. We got some good ones on this slate. Doesn't matter if it's baseball or NFL or soccer. We got some damn good bets, and I hope you guys are going to ride these with me. All right, enjoy your weekend, fellas. Look forward to seeing you guys on Monday. We'll, of course, recap it, see where everything falls, and kick off another week. Have a good one.